Woohoo! Oh, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Yes. What is today's video? Oh yes, I know what today's video is. Today, of course, it is, I was about to say March the 20th. It is February the 20th, which of course means it's time for my monthly bullet journal setup. And for the month of March, I have gone and created a Pokémon theme. Now, I've actually done a Pokémon theme before. I did it way back when I was in the very early stages of starting bullet journaling, before I started creating videos for YouTube to do with bullet journaling. So I kind of got inspired when I was looking back through my old bullet journals, because I just thought it would be fun to look back through them. I found quite a few interesting themes that I think I might like to have a go at recreating some of them and maybe adding to them and doing them slightly differently now that I've kind of evolved in my bullet journaling. But I saw the Pokemon one and I thought this was a great one to start with. And of course you guys never got to see that one, so technically it's really the first time I'm doing it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel because I'm posting videos all the time and hopefully more regularly now, and leave in the comments down below any theme ideas you would like to see me create, because I love to see your ideas. And just so you know, my birthday month is April, which will be our next bullet journal, so if you have any cool ideas for birthday themes, then let me know. But without further ado, let's get into the time lapse. So yes, like I said, this month I decided to go with a Pokemon theme. And this was really exciting actually, to try and put a new spin on the whole theme. So for the front cover page, I just did a picture of Pikachu, and a lot of people actually say, "Oh, you're such a good drawer, I wish I could draw like you." But really, most of the things I draw are lettering and calligraphy and that kind of side of drawing. I had to look up a step-by-step how to draw Pikachu to actually draw him for the front page, and then I took the lettering for the Pokemon theme for the word March, and then on the left I just did a quote page that says, "Replace the fear of the unknown with curiosity." And I thought that that was really cool, because in the game there are these Pokemon called unknowns, and each one is shaped like the letter of the alphabet. So that's what I did, and I absolutely love this quote, because you should really start to worry less about things and wonder what could happen if I tried or gave it a go. So yes, the next page is my monthly calendar page, and you can see I drew a line too long and it's really annoying me, but I couldn't really do much about it. For each of the numbers, I did kind of little Pokeballs and I drew the numbers on those. And then for the subheadings of the days, I did the little rectangles to look like the types of moves you get in Pokemon. So I grew up mostly playing Pokemon Diamond. The red one would be like a fire move, or the green one would be a grass move, and such. So the colours all kind of coordinate to a different type of move. And then I drew grass around it because you find the Pokemon in the grass. So the page next to it, I have my Bible verse of the month, and this one I tried to include one that kind of had to do with Pokemon or something, but I found one that has the word grass in it, so it counts. And I actually love this Bible verse. It says, "The grass withers and the flowers fade, but the word of the Lord stands forever." And it's from Isaiah chapter 40 verse 8. and I just drew some Pokeballs and some revives around it to fit with the Pokemon theme. So this next page is my mood tracker, and for this I have gone with Pokeballs, and I've just done empty Pokeballs, and then each half will coordinate to one day of the month. And I've actually included a lot more moods this month. I normally just do a happy, a medium, and a low, but sometimes I'm not just low, I'm a particular mood, and I wanted to include them all. So things like if I'm anxious, if I'm stressed, if I'm tired, if I'm excited, which doesn't happen very often. So who knows, maybe this month will be a better month. But moving on to the page next to it, I've done my meal tracker. And I normally do my habit tracker and my mood tracker next to each other. But you'll see on the next page, I did something slightly different. So I've done my meal tracker, and for this, I've done little berries for each meal. And in the game, you can get these berries that you give to the Pokemon, and they all have like different effects. So one might heal a Pokemon, one might stop it from being poisoned, and such and such. So I drew 5 different berries for the 5 meals of the day, and I kind of gave up halfway through, actually, I'm not going to lie. It was really tedious to draw out all these really tiny berries and all the like the specific bits to it because they were so small, and I kind of just got fed up. So I moved on, but I have now gone and filled them all in, but I thought you don't really want to watch all of that. So yes, moving on to my habit tracker. Now for this I did on a double spread page, and I don't do this very often, but I had this really cool idea to include the map from Pokemon Diamond as the background. So I've done 6 habits this month and a couple of new ones that I kind of want to incorporate in, and then I've drawn the region behind it with all the towns and the cities, which are the blue and red shapes for those of you that don't play Pokemon. And then I've done the habits at different points around the map, which I thought was really cool. So things like brushing my teeth, drinking enough water. I want to read more because I think it's really good, and I've been reading a book lately that's like everything behind the scenes of Friends and like about the show, which is really cool, and it just reminded me that reading is so much fun, and so I want to do more of that. And of course this design meant I had to colour in the whole page, and I kind of did most of it off camera because it was taking a while and I was kind of also in a rush. So yes, I did most of it off camera. You can kind of see a glimpse of it there. But moving on to this next page, it's my YouTube videos ideas page. And for this, I kind of set them out as the text that you get in the game when you speak to someone. It kind of comes up with a box, and that's what these kind of are meant to look like. But I just did my 2 boxes for different video ideas, and then a section underneath where I can just write just other ideas in general and things. And then the page next to it, I included a things to check out page. And I do sometimes include these in my bullet journals. So there's like a section for TV, films, music, and books, of course, because I want to do more reading. And again, I use the subtitles like the different types of moves that you have in Pokemon. So moving on to this next page, it's my gratitude and my prayer request page. And I love this page because it kind of makes you force yourself to think of something you were thankful for that day, even if you think that everything was like a complete disaster or nothing went well. Like for instance, recently it was very, very cold temperatures here. It was about -7, and I had a friend in America tell me she was at -22, so I was kind of thankful that it wasn't as bad as they had it, and that was one thing I could write. And then I've just got my prayer request next to it, which is where I can write down when people ask for prayer and things that I would like prayer for, which is really good to have in one space. And then on the page next to it, I've done another quote page, and this is again kind of Pokemon themed. It says, "Even if you lose in battle, if you surpass what you've done before, you have bested yourself." And I really love this quote because even if you don't win, if you've done better than you have before, then that's still winning. And that's just really true, and you're not going to get it right every time, but the more you work and the more you practice, then eventually you will win. And I've just drawn the Pokeballs like you get when you're in a battle in Pokemon, and the top one is usually the opponent and the bottom one is you, hence why the bottom one, they're all coloured in grey as if they had died. And then this next page is actually meant to be my weekly spread page, but like I said, I was kind of in a rush and I didn't quite have enough time to draw this out, but I did already fill out the rest of my weekly spreads, and this is what it was supposed to look like. So I know a lot of people like to draw out their weekly spreads as the week is coming up, but I feel like I don't get motivated to do that, and it's better for me if I pre-draw them all out so that it's just ready for me to use, which is why I had this one already. And I kind of done them as the HP bars that you have in a battle of Pokemon. So when your HP is really full, it's green, and then the lower it gets, it changes to a different colour. And the other spreads that I did for the weekly spreads, this one I did some Pokeballs. This one I just did the usual boxes, and I do some Pokemon themed things in the background, which I thought was really cool. And then the page next to it, obviously the HP bars, and then I just repeated the Pokeballs for the last 3 days of the month. And that was it, really. So this is my final flip through of my bullet journal for the month of March. And yes, I really hope that you enjoyed this theme. Write in the comments down below of some other themes you'd like to see me recreate, because I love to hear your ideas. I'm thinking maybe I might do a video of my previous bullet journals, and I know I did one of these recently, catching you up on all my bullet journals I had during my break from YouTube. But even before my very first bullet journal video on YouTube, I had been bullet journaling for quite a while, which is where my old Pokemon bullet journal theme came from, and a bunch of others. So I'm thinking I might do a video showing you those, and you'll be able to see how this one kind of compares to my previous Pokemon one, which should be interesting. So yes, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and hit the bell so that you receive a notification every time I upload a new video. And I will see you on the next video, which hopefully should be another Music Monday on Monday. So I'll see you then.